Your phone is about to send money. You didn't touch it. You didn't open an app. You just thought about it. Sounds like science fiction. It isn't, not entirely. Here's the part nobody's telling you. The path to this is already half built. Let's walk it. Mom just finished cooking lunch. You're sitting there thinking, I need $20 for groceries. Your phone screen lights up on its own. Transfer successful. $20 sent. That's the moment we're heading toward. Now here's how close we already are. Think about how you've already paid for something this month. Cash. Card. Tap to pay. Maybe your face unlocked your phone first. Each step removed one more physical action between I want this and it's paid for. And the pace of that shift is faster than most people realize. In 2025 alone, biometric payments, face, palm, fingerprint, processed over $3.6 trillion in transactions worldwide. The market is now valued at $8.9 billion. Visa and Tencent already ran a real pilot letting people pay by simply holding their palm over a sensor. No phone, no card. JP Morgan is testing the same palm vein technology in its own offices right now. So we're not imagining a future where your body is the password. We're already living in the early version of it. But here's the part most future tech videos skip. It doesn't always work. Amazon actually built one of the biggest palm payment systems in the world, and just shut it down in 2026. Not enough people used it. The convenience wasn't worth the wait. You want my palm data? Hesitation. That matters, because it tells us something true about this whole story. The technology being possible and people wanting it are two completely different questions. Keep that in mind for everything that follows. So if the body is already the password, what's the next logical step past your face, your palm, your fingerprint? The signal underneath all of them, your brain, deciding to do something, a fraction of a second before your body acts on it. And unlike the bank transfer scenario, this part isn't speculation. It's already happening, in real patients right now. Neuralink's first human patient, a man named Nolan Darbaugh, has a chip in his brain. He uses it for about 10 hours a day, controlling a computer cursor, browsing the internet, posting online, using thought alone, no hands involved. In China, a separate research team demonstrated something even more visual, a patient using a brain implant to control a robotic arm well enough to pick up an apple, pick up a pear, and perform sign language gestures. Neither of these systems pays for groceries. But the underlying skill, decoding intention directly from brain activity, accurately, in real time, is the exact skill a thought-powered payment system would need. So here's the honest version of how the game might begin. A small chip, reading brain signals. You think, open my banking app. The decoder recognizes that intention, the same way it already recognizes move the cursor right, or grasp the apple. You think, send Alex $20. If the decoding is accurate enough, and the system is connected to your bank, the money moves. No card. No password. Just a confirmed, decoded intention. Sounds efficient. Almost elegant. But underneath that convenience, a much darker door starts to open, and this is the part worth sitting with. 1. What happens if the system meant to read your intent gets fooled by someone else's? Today, fraud already runs on stealing access. Deepfake fraud attempts alone account for roughly 1 in 5 biometric fraud cases already happening at banks and identity systems right now. If face recognition can already be faked well enough to fool both a camera and most humans, a brain decoding system, far newer, far less battle-tested, is not automatically safer. It's an entirely new attack surface nobody has stress-tested for a decade yet. 2. What happens to privacy once the data being read isn't your face, but your intention? Today, companies track what you click. A brain payment system, by necessity, has to constantly monitor brain activity, just to catch the make a payment signal in real time. That means the device monitoring your spending is, technically, monitoring your brain, even if it's only supposed to flag payment-related signals. 3. What happens when something this intimate fails, and it will sometimes? The Amazon One story we just mentioned isn't really about palm scanning. It's a preview of the real lesson. Even mature, simple biometric systems get abandoned when trust breaks down. A brain-reading payment system carries exponentially higher stakes if it misreads you, gets hacked, or simply creeps people out. So where does this actually leave us? Today, thought-controlled cursors, robotic arms, and speech are real, working medical technology, in actual patients right now. Thought-controlled banking, not built. Not announced. Not even prototyped, as far as any public research shows. But the two pieces, accurate intention decoding, and biometric payment infrastructure already processing trillions of dollars, already exist, separately today. Somebody, eventually, connects them. The only real question is when, and who gets there first. So here's the question worth sitting with. If your thoughts could move money, would you actually want them to? Or is there something valuable in the half-second of friction between deciding and doing, The pause that right now is still entirely yours.